Hey, so let's talk. I've been using the Rayban displays for a little while now, and I've been trying to answer one question. Are they actually useful, or are they just expensive, futuristic glasses? Are these worth actually spending $800 on? Let's talk about it. On paper, they're insane. We have cameras in them, we have speakers, the Meta AI, a little display in your eye, and then the wristband that lets you control everything with literally just hand gestures, which has been one of the coolest things. But after wearing them in day-to-day life, recording with them, I show a bunch of people these because everyone thinks it's so cool. But is it practical? I don't know. I have mixed feelings. I don't think they're bad at all. And honestly, some parts feel like they're far in the future. And honestly, some parts feel like the future. It feels so good. But I just don't think it's at the time to where they're ready to replace your phone, or at some aspects of that. It's definitely not something everybody needs. Let's get more into it. First thing, they don't feel as crazy as they look. They might look big, but honestly, they don't feel like that at all. You don't notice the weight one bit. They are definitely bigger and heavier than the normal Ray-Bans, the Gen 1s and 2s. But after wearing them for a bit, you really stop to notice them at all. They feel like just regular glasses. But however, because all of the tech that's crammed inside, you might have some issues with, if you look down, they might slide down your nose or some small things like that. But still, I think for everything that's crammed in here, the multiple microphones, the AI, everything, they did a pretty good job. Now let's talk about the main reason to buy these over the old Metas, is that the monocular display, the one eye display, which is gonna be in your right eye. You got a small screen in your right eye that can show you notifications, directions, you get music controls, video previews, captions, and other stuff. Some of this stuff is completely useful. Other of this stuff, I'm not even sure if it's needed. Like, do I need a video preview when I'm taking a video? Like, I'm already seeing what it's recording, and I'm also seeing what the camera's seeing. So it's kind of like I'm just doubling what I'm seeing, but that's just my personal opinion. And when I have worn these, I have barely noticed the display in there in a good way, to where you could be talking and you can be doing whatever and the display could be on. You might not even notice. They have a very subtle opacity that makes it look really nice and blend into the environment. But if you do want to focus on it directly, you can see exactly what you want to, especially with the brightness control. It's awesome. Compared to other people, I really don't notice that you're looking at a screen. It does feel very fluid in the right eye. But let's get to the second crazy part that I think is utterly insane, the neural band. The neural band is probably one of the coolest parts of the whole setup. You can use little finger movements to scroll. The neural band will go on, it's on my dominant arm and I enjoy it there, but the finger movements are good. Your normal ones are your click, where you double tap your finger, and all of this is being sensed by your nerves, because obviously each time you move a certain finger, it's going to move a certain nerve in your arm, which is going to tell the band what you're doing. I haven't had bad connections with this. There is times to where the swiping feature is this. I've had a little struggles trying to make that register every single time. I'd say it's like it's gonna register 9 out of 10 times. There just is like that one chance you might have to just do it a couple more times. But you can do all of the commands without talking to your glasses or anything. You can just silently do this, and you could be scrolling through Instagram Reels, texting someone. They actually just came out with an update to where you could write. So you could draw on your thigh like an S, and it would actually start to type. I think that is a huge feature, but they need to come out with these features faster. The glasses are being really good. The neural band functions so well with the glasses, but they're cool enough to make you want to use them, but they still ask a lot from you. You have now a charging case, a band, and you're wearing the glasses, and sometimes your phone is just better. Sometimes you will end up pulling it out. But let's get to the main reason I use them. And well, one of the main reasons, I guess. For me, the camera is probably one of the best reasons to own them. Being able to record something without taking your phone out is genuinely useful. I was even talking about it with my family because they thought it was kind of creepy, but it's the same thing as quickly bringing out your phone and recording, but I can just instantly do it and still be hands-on, especially for walking, hanging out with friends, or just like actually doing something. You can have that POV view, which I think is beautiful to show people what you're actually trying to do. Like recently, I've been rock climbing, and I thought that was a perfect use for the Ray-Bans to show like what I'm actually doing, what I see while I'm climbing, and I think that's a great great thing. Could you just use the regular Ray-Bans, the Gen 1s and Gen 2s? Yes. It's not like there's a huge difference between the two. I haven't really noticed it besides slight camera quality. The longest you can record at one time is 3 minutes, but you can also just start that boy right back up. It has a nice storage inside, so even if you're not connected to your phone, you could still take so many clips. For quick clips and memories, it's honestly really fun. But the biggest problem that I've been talking to everyone about is the software. They are limited by the software extremely. Some of these features are so useful. The translation, the captions, which even I have been using on my day-to-day sometimes, because I have sometimes struggled understanding certain people, and the captions have been doing a fantastic job at doing that. The navigation I thought was cool. Even if you're walking on a bike or in the car, that works fluidly. Calls, the quick questions that AI have been useful. It's better than just Siri because I can just hold a button on my side and ask the same quick question. It all makes sense. But there's plenty of times where I'm thinking of, could my phone do this better? Do I want to use Siri? Do I want to control the music through my phone instead of having to use my wrist or double tap? It's gonna be on a person-to-person basis. I think it's right in that gray spot to where it doesn't really replace your phone yet, but it still definitely gives you so many cool, nice, handy features to have. But right now, the worst thing, the app ecosystem is so small. They have no third-party supports on this. There are moments where you can see exactly like what this can do in the future if you want to maybe scroll the web or do certain things, but it's just very, very limited right now. I believe Mark Zuckerberg rushed these out, and they're kind of showing only in the software side to where you know they can do more. They're just actually limited by the software in this one. I haven't noticed anything with the battery power. I think the battery power has been great, especially with, you could wear them for 3 hours, be on the phone taking videos, and you put them back in the case and they're up to 100% in about 30 minutes. I think the battery's been fantastic. I've seen some people complaining about it, but maybe I just know when to charge and when I'm not going to use them. I don't know. If I'm ever not using them for something, like I'm going to the bathroom, I'll just throw them on the charger and they'll be up like 20%. So I really never have to worry about it. Speaking about the case, you do have a slick case design. I love the fact that you can put this into a smaller form. It's so fluidly. Like, look how small we just got in comparison. That can fit in your backpack, your back pocket. This can fit anywhere compared to the tan case we had before with the old Meta. So there's some pros and cons. I think if you're really invested in tech, then sure, hop on these. But if you're just a day-to-day person, I don't know. Are the displays really worth it? Honestly, it really depends who you are. If you are somebody who loves new tech, you make videos, and you like experimenting with AI and all of like this new stuff, you just want to feel something like just grasping for like future tech, then yes, these are really cool and these get you that feeling. There are moments with these glasses where you forget about the price and you genuinely make you think, okay, this is where technology is heading. This is actually really cool, especially for the accessibility with the disabled. This has been doing good. Like, you can have Be My Eyes, where you could actually call someone and they could tell you what you're looking at if you need something specific to be read out. I've seen this used in videos. It works very well, especially for the translation. There's tons of accessibility options for these, which make their use phenomenal, but that's about it. If you want like a practical pair of smart glasses where you can wear all day, not have to think about them, not have to like monitor the battery life, I would probably wait. This is kind of like the early stages of VR where, oh, it's cool to have VR, but you could definitely have some drawbacks until they kind of like finessed it with the Quest 2, if you understand what I'm saying. But right now, they feel like an insanely promising first step. The camera, display, and neural band are all cool individually, but together, they still feel like a product figuring out what it wants to be. If it wants to go this accessibility route, the creator route, or some other route, I'm not sure. But I don't regret buying them. But I also think the next version or even a next software upgrade could change them dramatically. This has been my quick review on the Ray-Bans. I hope you enjoyed. See ya.